Greetings to you, my dear Cancers. My name is Maria Regul, and this is a forecast for you for October 2020. If you like this video, please let me know about it and subscribe on my channel. And now let's start and see what will be in the future in October. So, during this month, Mars will be in your 10th house, and it will still form tense aspects to your 7th house, and it can provide some conflicts with your bosses or maybe officials and marriage partner. But at the same time, Mars will be in harmonious aspects to Venus, and so it can increase your income, my dear Cancers, from the professional activities, or maybe your parents will help you, or bosses will provide you financial support. So on the second day of October, it will be full moon in your 10th house, and a full moon means something that something will come to the end, and maybe you started something 2 weeks ago, and now you will get the result. And as full moon will be in your 10th house, that means that result will concern your work, or especially if your work is related to real estate or maybe advisory activities. So you may decide to quit your job, or maybe you will complete your project, and maybe you will get a bonus for it, or maybe full moon highlights some important matters for your family and your parents. So on the third day of October, Venus will go to Virgo in your 3rd house, and when Venus passes the sign of Virgo, we become more reserved, we become more rational, and we are critical to other people and to ourselves. That's why ladies will want to change something in their appearance, or maybe they will want to make themselves better, and some of them decide to have some plastic surgeries. But my dear Cancers, don't forget about Mars retrograde, and please stop do it. Also, when Venus goes to Virgo, we can start relationships, our romantic relationships at work, and we can appreciate those people who take care of us and who help us at any case. And when Venus goes through your 3rd house, we can have more pleasant contacts during this period of time. We can have some romantic acquaintances and meetings. A lot of will be, and so we can get a really deep feeling. We can get a really deep feeling after our communication with some people, and you easily make contact during this time, and you become more attractive and charming, and so you can get acquainted by correspondence with other people, and even in traffic jam or on the way to somewhere. So it's a really great time if you don't have your soulmate, so it's a really time to find it and to meet with this person. And because of the harmonious aspects with Mars, it will be a suitable time for these professions such as writers, journalists, and businessmen, couriers, and all professions which are related to transmission of information and transport. And it's a good time for those who use advertising and those people who are connected with the trade. And you can meet with the right people, and you can have a lot of important negotiations that can be useful for you in the future. For students, it will be also a good time. You can easily pass exams or tests, and you can write diploma and different projects. So on the fourth day of October, Pluto goes in direct motion in your 7th house. And you know, Pluto is the slow planet, and it is also it also has some influence on us and our society. And so usually during the next 6 months we can feel the strengthening of positions of authorities. But if we speak about our private life, so when Pluto is in our 7th house, it can touch our relationships, my dear Cancers, and so our relationships with our partners will be tested, and you can feel tension, a misunderstanding, cooling between you and your marriage partner or maybe business partner, but at the same time you will not think about divorce, but you will feel that some irresistible force begins to distance you from each other. So it can be really difficult time for couples, and even some of you can break up, but if it happens, so you can understand that you really need it. And on the 14th of October, Mercury goes to the retrograde position in your 5th house, and it will be in this position till the 3rd day of November. And when Mercury passing along the sign of Scorpio, we become more curious. We desire to get to the bottom of the truth at any case. We want to check all the information, and we don't trust anybody. And we are looking for the second meaning in everything. And so when Mercury is passing through the 5th house, we can visit theaters, cinemas, and different other places of entertainment more often. And we can visit different exhibitions, museums, and we can get acquainted with new people, and we can start new romantic relationships easier. And during this period of time we can have a lot of communications according to business, and it's a really good time for those who have some public speeches, who want to visit some government agencies or departments, and so if you want to address to high-ranking people, so it's also a good time. But don't remember that Mercury becomes retrograde, and it will be in negative aspects at the same time at 11th house, and of course it can return in our life our former lovers, our maybe friends with whom we don't communicate, or maybe our colleagues. And so let me remind you what Mercury retrograde brings to us. So you shouldn't start new projects, please, and you shouldn't sign any new contracts and documents, and please don't change your job and start a new profession, and don't borrow and lend money. Please don't make some large purchases, don't change your place of living, and don't travel to another country or somewhere which is new for you. And please be careful with the authorities, because during this time they want to check us more properly. And the next important date is the 16th of October. It will be a new moon in your 4th house in Libra. New moon means something new will come into your life, and you can be connected with your family affairs. Maybe you will solve issues with the real estate. Maybe you will change your place of residence. Maybe you will worry about your elderly parents. So these topics will be relevant at this period of time. At any case, you will be more emotional than usual. But this new moon will be intense aspects, and it can give some difficulties in paperwork, especially regarding to real estate, and you may decide to move or to change your place of living, as I said before, and you can have some problems with the registration. So be attentive when you fill in the applications, and difficulties can appear in other documents. So you can also have some quarrels with your relatives or with your marriage partners, and maybe some of them will want to travel, and so you will quarrel on this item. And on the 23rd day of October, Sun goes into your 5th house, and so it will encourage you to be more creative, and so you can start a new interesting project, and you can take part in different social events. And if your profession is connected with entertainment and leisure activity, so it will be really successful. And in general, I can say that your luck will increase, and any financial transactions can be successful during this period of time, and you can even win in gambling, and so you can try. So on the 28th of October, Mercury goes to Libra in your 4th house. And when Mercury goes to Libra, we become more communicative. We are more open to interlocutors, and we like to communicate and start talking. And when Mercury goes through the 4th house, there will be more conversations about your family, about family traveling, about maybe family transport, cars and other transport. So maybe you will think and discuss with your relatives some real estate transactions, and you can have some thoughts to move your house, or maybe to make some renovation, or maybe to sell, to buy, or to buy some new household items to your apartment. And you will have some, maybe some of you will have thoughts about running business with your relatives. So some of you will also have work at home, and it's at that time, because of the negative aspect to 11th house, you may have some unpleasant surprise connecting to your home. So be ready, and your emotions during this time, you will be more emotional during this time, I can say. So on the 28th of October, Venus goes to the same house, to the 4th house in Libra. And when Venus goes to Libra, we become more tolerant, and we easily come to compromise, and we can understand other people easily. And so it's a really good time for presentations, for social events. We really easy spend our money on beauty, on ourselves, and we want to get and to find beauty everywhere. And when Venus is in the 4th house, it brings harmony to your home and your relationships inside your family, your relationships with your parents, or with your marriage partner, with your kids, will be really harmonious. And so you can get the support from your relatives, maybe financial support, or your family members. So it's also a great successful period for creative work at home, and for those people who can do something with the help of their hands. And it's a great time to announce about your engagement, if you if it is relevant for you. And you may want to buy or to sell real estate and land and house, maybe, yeah. But please, my dear friends, don't forget about Mars retrograde and Mercury retrograde. So that's all what I want to tell you. Thank you for attention, and I really wish you to have positive October. See you!